some hand lotion has become quite a ritual before I start filming. Dry skin issues. Also, hi. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for all your questions. I got about 72, and I'm going to try and answer them as best as I can. Then I also want to introduce you to this bad boy. So yeah, thank you so much. I'm really glad to be here, and I love every one of you. I mean, it has my name on it and everything. So I still need to give this one a proper place. It just arrived in the mail yesterday. Okay, so 72 questions. I have them all printed out. I thought it would be much simpler. And then I have divided the questions up into 5 different sections. So there is a section on ASMR, on about me. Then there is a turtleneck section, a preparation and setup section, and there is miscellaneous. So I suggest we start off with the ASMR section. Okay, I have just put all these questions together in this document. I have not had the time to look at them too thoroughly yet, so bear with me. What was your inspiration to start this channel, and what first got you interested in ASMR? Yeah, good question. So, when I was younger, I basically always have had nightmares. I'm a bad sleeper. I have nightmares for as long as I can remember. And I remember going to the doctors and speaking to people, trying some supplements, vitamins, some stronger medications as well. But they didn't really work, actually. So, at some point, my mom showed me this video she found in an article in the newspaper, basically. And it was a video of a lady, and she was just rearranging crayons. Just that. She was sitting next to her bed, and she was just rearranging crayons color by color and length by length, and she was just going over them, and she had like long nails, and she was just going over it. I have been watching that video before going to bed for about 4 or 5 months before realizing there's like this giant community on YouTube, and it's called ASMR. So I think there was a question somewhere a bit further. This lady, she's a Dutch ASMRtist, and she's called the Water Whispers Ilse. She has been making videos still up till today, so maybe go check her out. And, well, the inspiration basically, I know I'm not the only one to be having trouble sleeping or having trouble relaxing and de-stressing. So I thought, you know what, I've been watching ASMR for 7 years now. In the meantime, 8 or 9 even. Make that 10. And I decided to do something back, and I thought it would be a fun hobby. That escalated quickly. How did you get your sister to help in a few of your videos? well, ASMR is not really a secret where I'm from, and my sister really likes and enjoys ASMR as well. So I just bluntly asked her if she wanted to be in a video where I just played on her back. She was like, sure, why not? Also, when we were younger, we used to like trace each other's arms and everything, so yeah, well, she knew what she was signing up for. What color do you think ASMR is best described as? That's a difficult question. It could either be very colourful because of everybody's taste and how everybody experiences ASMR, but I also think it could be pretty dark and like in black and dark browns maybe, just because, well, my background is dark and darkness can be very calming and it's good for sleep. So maybe darker color with like some colorful splashes all over it. And how did you feel after posting your first ASMR video? Anxious wouldn't be the right word, but I was super curious how it was going to be welcomed into the community, so I didn't expect too much of it, to be honest, because that very first video I kind of had to do it a few times over because I wasn't happy with the quality. I wanted a new microphone, I wanted a few new things before I was like really sure, okay, this is going to be my first ASMR video. But yeah, I'm really glad I did. Which of your videos has been your favorite? I don't know why, but the mad scientist roleplay is popping up. I don't know, it was like a super creative moment for me, and I know every one of you has been very accepting of that character. It's a character. And yeah, I don't know, I was way too excited to film that video, I remember. And yeah, I think that was quite a unique one in the community, so I think I'm gonna pick that one. Any tea or gossip since becoming a YouTuber? I don't know, so far it's been quite calm, actually. Nothing too crazy. If I think of something during this video, I'll mention it, but so far I can't really think of anything. Which trigger is your favorite? I have a soft spot for face exams with latex gloves. Just that, not too much blah blah around it, just nice and focused. I kind of like that. Sometimes makeup role plays, medical inspections, but not the ones where ASMRtists are just like trying to jam as many tests as they possibly can in like too small amount of time. But yeah. What's your favorite role play to do? What's my favorite? Oh, probably the face inspections with latex gloves. It just really calms me down big time. It's like as if I'm doing it half an hour or an hour. I don't care, I'm just like, this is so relaxing even for me. Like it's like therapy, but for me. And just hold on, I'm just going to lower the heat a bit. Because it's getting hot in here. Okay, what's your favorite kind of ASMR and favorite ones to film? My favorite kind of ASMR would definitely be personal attention, but I do enjoy watching the channel Ecuador Live. They are a group of women who do like back tracing and scalp massages, and they even crack your skull and stuff. They're actually really great, and they do this it's kind of a quicker ASMR style, but that's one that I actually can appreciate. Usually I don't really like ASMR that's too fidgety or too fast. My favorite ones to film is, well, the face exams, but I do enjoy filming with a person. It's totally different than just talking to a camera. So yeah, and it's more like an actual purpose in a way, because I'm not only helping you get ASMR, but I also know that that person is going to walk out feeling very relaxed, which adds to the experience for me. Who are your own personal favorite ASMR content creators? Okay, number one, Latte ASMR. She's South Korean, if I'm correct. And she's just amazing. I've been following her for years now, and I think she's the only one that gets me tingly in every video. She's just so calm, and she's got them all in a row. She knows exactly what she's doing, and she puts so much effort in everything around her in that video. She will be changing her walls. She will be having a box full of combs, with hundreds of combs, just for a lice check video. Like, that's just crazy. Also, her lice check video is amazing. And Samira Coco, I really love her as well. Her scalp inspections are just pure bliss. And ASMR August, she's great at face inspections and like those medical role plays that don't really require too much effort or anything, are just simple to the point. Love it. Then, do you have any specific or uncommon triggers that you enjoy most? Not necessarily most, but I have a thing I recall in grade school, when like you have your own paper and you have your own notebooks and you're just writing down, and then all of a sudden the person sitting next to you is starting to write in your books. And I don't know why, but that sometimes tends to trigger ASMR. When people start writing something near me, in front of me, that is supposed to be something of me, I don't know, I get all tingly and calm and relaxed. I know it is a thing. I'm not the only one. Is there any ASMR you dislike? Too fast ASMR that's too fast, too jittery, not enough attention to detail. Like if you're just, like slapping a brush across your face instead of just thinking, oh, there is a cheekbone. Oh, there is like still an eyebrow there. Or maybe I'm poking in her nose. Sometimes you're just like, well, it's a camera, so I'm gonna dust it off like a camera. And that's something. It's not personal enough for me. And personal was very really said. Which ASMR set did you first start watching? So that was the Water Whisperers Hills. I'll see if I can link her down below. I'll probably just link a few people down below. That'll probably help. What unique thing do you do when creating ASMR content? Note a unique thing that you haven't done in your life, but it was done or should be material when creating your ASMR content. I'm trying to wrap my head around that question. A unique thing. Well, I have a few unique things, but I don't know if they should be material when creating your ASMR content. So basically, every time before I start filming, I wait 15 seconds of pure silence and then I clap my hands. I use it to be able to remove some of the noise on an audio track. And at every end of the video, I always do a weird dance, say something weird, or with a strange accent or something. You've never seen it, but I'm keeping all of those little bits and pieces, and I'm going to make one big compilation of how I end a video. Yeah, so that will be coming up somewhere soon. I don't know yet when. Oh, and a head lotion, because I have such dry skin and I don't want people seeing my flakes. Will you ever consider doing Belgian language teaching roleplays? Well, Belgian language is Flemish. It's like Dutch, but a different accent of Dutch. And actually, I think that's an amazing idea. So, teacher roleplay, teaching you Dutch, Flemish, coming right up. Do you mostly do scalp checks on your sister? Well, up to now, yes. But I've also used a friend before, and I was thinking about asking different friends who might enjoy it as well, and I have another friend who might enjoy it as well, so maybe I'll switch it up sometime. How do the conversations go when recruiting guests for videos? Did you need to explain ASMR to them? Has anyone turned you down? Well, conversations, there isn't really much of a conversation. It's basically, hi, can you sit for a video for me? I want to do this, this and that. How about it? And the other person would usually say, oh, sure. So that's pretty easy. But then I also mentioned that I like to keep them anonymous and I want to respect their privacy, and that I insist on them being comfortable, and I'm just explaining a bit what the process is basically, but that they just have to sit down or lay down, and that they may move. They are allowed to move in my videos. They just decide not to. It's not my decision. And no, sometimes I had to explain ASMR a bit more in detail just so they knew it wasn't anything weird or anything, and no one has turned me down so far. What motivates you to keep making ASMR videos? It gets hard finding that drive to get up and film, and I'm wondering how you keep doing it without getting burnt out. I kind of understand that question. But on the other hand, I just really love creating ASMR content because it's kind of a passion of mine and it's something that has helped me. And just helping you is giving me so much energy. So, I don't know, I just enjoy it too much and I wouldn't be able to stop tomorrow if they asked me to. But just finding the drive, it does help if you have some time left, if you have some spare time. Don't try to rush a video because you will notice that the quality will be less than you would have hoped. So just don't push yourself and try to make like a planning so you know what will be happening when, if that makes sense. Alright, then let's do the preparation and setup second. Do you have a set script for your videos or do you just go off the cuff? Love that expression. I do just go off the cuff, basically. I don't have a script. I don't write anything down unless I do like to do a little bit of research before doing any medical videos or videos that need some, actual knowledge. Like for the post-mortem video, for example, I needed to check a few things here and there. But usually I have like a general idea of what I want, or what do I want to achieve in a video, but then I'll just blabber about and I'll see where I get. So it's not scripted, it never is. I would like to know more about your setup since your audio and camera quality is insanely good, so maybe tell us what equipment you use. Good question. So I changed my setup almost completely just a few months back, so I invested in a new camera. It's the Sony FX3. It's specifically made for cinema, so I'm kind of expecting it's still like a camera. It looks like a camera, but it's actually made for video, if that makes sense. And I think it's the first camera of this generation. And fun fact, it is Netflix approved. And then my lens, well, I did invest in a good lens too, so I went for the Sony G Master lens, the, let me see, FE 2.8 2470. If that makes any sense. So it's a big lens. The lens is basically bigger than the camera itself. The camera itself is actually smaller than I expected when I ordered it online. And then I have a 3DO that I love working with, but I still have my blue Yeti hanging right there on a boom arm. And then I have multiple tripods and cords right here. And then I have, there's like an extra handle that you can put on top of the FX3. I haven't exactly figured it out just yet, but I'm getting there. And it's supposed to be able to enhance my audio even better. Yeah. And so my 3DO is connected to a recorder. It's the Roland R07, which is really good, like really good. Very glad with it. Still figuring everything out, but I know how to work with it, so that's something. And then when I work with my Yeti, I have plugged it in to my MacBook Pro, which is in need of a battery replacement. But one step at a time, huh? Ooh, and then I also have Roland earphones that like ear microphones. I've used them before, but they are difficult to work with because of some of the noise. I'm still trying to figure out how to reduce that noise to be able to use that. Because when you do scalp inspections, like if you have the mics right here, that would enhance your experience big time. But yeah, getting there. What is your setup like? Yeah, so I have all of this stuff going on. So I have my blackout cloth. I have the camera. I have my 3DO. I have one lamp. That's something too. So I have 2 makeshift softboxes. I started out on a budget basically, and now I would like to invest in a nice big softbox, except the space I'm working with is quite small. So yeah, but if it works, it's not stupid. And then so lamp 1, lamp 2, then I have a full shelf thing going on here where I have stored I have different boxes depending on the theme. So I have a box with all stuff with hair. I have one with gloves. I have one where it's like all my products and liquids I use for ASMR. Then I have a jar full of cotton buds and cotton pads. And I have my brushes nicely contained. Then I have some miscellaneous in the box. And I have some medical stuff in another box. And then there's like this blank where my boom stand and my Yeti is standing on. And on that side I have folded my massage table and my massage chair. And then I have 2 stacked boxes that I use as an extra platform where I usually lay out all of the tools and things I will be using in that particular video. If that makes sense. Yeah, it's kind of messed up. How difficult is it to give personal attention to a camera? Well, actually, in the beginning, I had to pause the video a few times because I was like, ugh, what am I doing? But then after a while, just like, you're not talking to a camera, you're talking to a person. And that changes a lot. So I'm just always thinking as of the camera, like as an actual person, instead of, oh, it's just my gear. So it's actually not difficult at all. I enjoy it. And since it's not an actual person, it can't judge me when I say something stupid, or just sneeze in the middle of a video, or just stumble over my own feet, or do something else stupid. So that kind of helps. How do you get such a perfect black background? So actually, when I film in the output video, you can actually see like the wrinkles in the cloth hanging behind me. But when I edit in Premiere Pro, you can like adjust the blacks in your video, and I just get that down until you can't see the wrinkles anymore. My question is, what's your favorite ASMR video to film? What do you enjoy most about doing them? Okay, honest question. Do you smoke marijuana before you film your videos? Because your eyes, while very beautiful, look very bloodshot. No, I don't smoke anything, ever. But I do realize sometimes I look very tired. It is not on purpose. Sometimes my eyes are just super sensitive and I have like 2 bright lights on me, which is not helping. And when I film, sometimes later in the night when it's quiet enough to film and there's like no disturbances whatsoever. And then sometimes I tend to be tired. Also, if I have drank even 1 drop of alcohol before filming, even if it is 2 hours beforehand, I will get sensitive watery eyes. So if I feel too tired, I won't film either. But yeah, that happens. How did you make the audio so clean? So, like I mentioned before, every time I make a video, I press record and then I stop moving. It's pure silence from my side. I will even hold my breath for about 15 seconds, 20 if I feel like it, and then I will clap my hands 3 times. That way I can connect the audio on top of the image. And because of this silence, the only thing that's being recorded is the noise. And then I can remove that noise from the rest of the video. So the only thing left is the actual noises that I'm making. If that makes sense. How do you come up with all your skit ideas for the ASMR videos, like the Mad Scientist and the Psych Ward? So there's like triggers like a cranial nerve exam or some kind of an inspection, multiple tests, but sometimes I just like to be a bit more creative with them, and instead of just doing them over and over again in a normal doctor roleplay, I just try to put it in a different context. I hope it just adds to the experience and that it will give you less the feeling that something is being predictable. Because I realize that when you keep watching ASMR like too often, you can get desensitized and you can't really get those tingles anymore. And if you're watching a video that is less predictable, you tend to get back those tingles. Alright, next section, turtlenecks. I have just a few questions. Which turtleneck is your favorite? I usually prefer my black one because it's easiest to style and I think it makes my eyes pop a bit more, but in my videos I am a floating head when I wear it, especially on the black background. So yeah, what's with the turtlenecks? Okay, so it's also made up in multiple sections. So basically it's easy for me to style. I just know I'll be wearing a turtleneck, it's easy, I don't have to think or even try to remember, oh, but in the last video I was wearing that color, maybe I should try something completely different, and I should try having like a nice t-shirt with a graphic tee or something like that. With this I just know I always wear a turtleneck. It doesn't matter what color it is, as long as it fits my mood and fits the roleplay a little bit. But I also just wear it because my focus is on ASMR and not the views. So I'm not trying to get more views by showing more skin than needed. So less skin, less perverts, maybe. But on the other hand, I know people will probably still feel attracted in the wrong way than I intend to, but then I didn't lay out the seed for it. So yeah, I just do not want ASMR to be associated with sexual acts or sexuality in general, because to me those are two completely separate things. So by wearing turtlenecks I just try to manifest that opinion of mine. And also, if I'm always wearing a turtleneck, you always know you're getting a turtleneck. That way, in the beginning of a video, you don't need 2 minutes to just check me out and see what you're wearing today, do I like it or not. You can just go straight to relaxing and enjoying everything. Just getting to the focus of the video, which to me is actually very important. I'm just here for your relaxation, and I want you to just be here for your relaxation. And that's about it. Alright, so what else? When you started the channel, did you plan to wear turtlenecks as much as you do, or did it just kind of happen and now you can't stop? It's kind of a mix of both, actually. So the first 2 or 3 videos I filmed with a black turtleneck, and I was like, you know what, why not? It's easy, and well, because of the previous answers. So I just thought, you know what, I'm just gonna continue doing it. But then I was like, maybe I should go and get some different colors. And that escalated quickly too. How many turtleneck sweaters do you have? Many. Okay, so I have a white one, a grey one, a beige one, a brown one, a blue one, a red one, a dark green one, a light green one. Is that 8? I thought I had more. Didn't I have more? Didn't I have more? I think it's just the 8th. Just 8. No biggie. And then the last question, which turtleneck is your favorite? We've already had that one. Okay. But to add to that, I really like this color too. Okay, before I get to the questions about me, which is a whole page of questions, I will just go to the miscellaneous first. 3 questions. What's the air speed velocity of an unladen swallow? What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? I guess it's probably wood divided by a carrot and then multiplied by Charles Darwin. Yeah. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? I did have to practice that one though. But if this woodchuck would be as stressy as this sentence, I get he won't be able to get much work done, so I don't think he would be able to chuck a lot of wood. And peanut butter, creamy or crunchy? I don't know. I've never had peanut butter. I have no clue. I have absolutely no clue. No. No idea. It's not too common here in Belgium, actually. So, yeah. Alright. Here we are. The big questions about moi. First question. How tall are you? I am exactly 1 meter 65 centimeters and half centimeter. What did you study in school and what profession or work have you done in your life? Is ASMR your full-time thing these days? How do you balance it for yourself? So I studied communication and I learned all about graphic design and stuff like that on my own. So those things I do next to YouTube. ASMR is definitely not full-time. And how do I balance it? It's a puzzle. It's kind of a puzzle, and I know I need to think about my own relaxation and that I shouldn't be stressing too much, and that I know I gotta get stuff done, you know. But how do I balance it for myself? I always make a weekly planning. I try to stick to it, but I do need to make time for friends too. I don't want to go crazy in my little space here. But it's okay actually, because I love making ASMR content. So really, it's totally fine. I enjoy it, so it's kind of a hobby for me, and it relaxes me too. And everything graphic design wise, I love it too. So it's not work. Do you think you could start a vlog channel in the future? Maybe. But I would like my environment to look a little more decent before I do that. But maybe one day we'll get there. Favorite place to visit or place you most want to visit? Oh, I have a bucket list. I would love to go to Tokyo. I want to visit Seoul. I want to go to Canada and Alaska. I want to see the Northern Lights. I want to see Iceland. Gorgeous, no doubt. I think those are the ones I want to see, the places I want to go most. But I have to admit, I kind of want to see the world. So maybe soon. And maybe I might vlog about it. Maybe. Are you aware of how awesome your bangs are? Well, I kind of like him, so. And I know many of you think they're like stuck in my eye or anything, and that they're bothering me, but they don't. Sometimes they just itch like the bottom part, well, the upper part of my cheeks, and then I'm like, but they don't actually like stab my eyes or anything. But I prefer me with bangs than without bangs. It's less bland, it's a bit more, personality. What are your 10 favorite books? My god. I don't really have so much time to read books, but I love the Fallen series by Lauren Kate. It's a book for young adults, and it's like a whole series, but it has such a badass vibe around it. And even The Fallen has been filmed as it's been in theaters before, so that's actually pretty cool. I do enjoy that video, but it's really hard to find. Then other favorite books. I have a book of my favorite sketch artist. Well, not sketch artist, but drawing artist. Her name is Laura. Let me check. I'm gonna never find someone on Instagram when I need them. Laura H. Rubin. She makes gorgeous art. My god. And she has a book. And I have it. Like, wait, let me show you something she drew that I'm absolutely smitten with. She drew this. Come on. So yeah, she's amazing. And other books I really enjoy. So many books I enjoy. But there is a book, Belladonna. It's from a Dutch writer, Annie Smith, I believe. It's for teenagers, but it's so good. It's about a girl who gets lost in Venice, in Italy, and she starts making like all these potions, and then she gets in sort of crimes, not by, well, just by accident and everything, but yeah, it's really cool. I'm sorry, I'm answering this so vaguely, but oh well. Do you do anything when you're not recording ASMR? I do many things. So I still work. I do some graphic design. Then sometimes I like to game. I like playing Call of Duty, Warfare, and I love playing Animal Crossing. And of course I love to see my friends. That's pretty important too, actually. Gotta see your friends. And is there anything else I do, actually? I have to say, in general, I do work a lot, so I don't really have so much spare time. But yeah. What's your favorite movie? Can't really answer that. There's so many movies that I love, like Life of Pi, Remember Me, Need for Speed, How to Train Your Dragon. How to Train Your Dragon, big time. Big Hero 6. And I do enjoy the Twilight Saga and the Pirates of the Caribbean. Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is amazing, and The Hobbit too. But like, really like a favorite movie? No. How did you decide the aesthetic of your channel? Well, I like peace, I like minimalism, so that's just what I went for. Just focus on ASMR, not the background or anything. So, yeah, basically just that, minimalism, and the decision was actually quickly made. How did you learn French? Is it your first language or is English? Also, where are you from? I'm from Belgium, from the northern half, which is the Flemish side, Flanders, it's called. I learned French because I was raised bilingually. My mom's side have been raised bilingually. I don't know how long, but as a kid, she spoke to me in French and my dad spoke to me in Dutch, and my first words apparently were French, so basically French is my first language. English is just something I learned when I started going to middle school. Well, middle school, high school, The school system is pretty different in America, I know. But by the age of 14, I got English classes at school, and I sucked at it because I've always been listening to Dutch music and French music, and English just was never an option. So I had to learn all by myself. Next to the school classes, because the school classes used to go a bit too fast for me, but then by the age of 16, 17, I got really good at it, and I just kept improving, and I think my English now is even better than my French, because my French I'm a little out of practice. I don't speak with my mom. I speak with my mom, but we just speak Dutch. Not too many. We don't speak French too often anymore. Shame though, actually. Yeah. What's your favorite alcoholic drink? I do enjoy a good glass of red wine. I love a good Merlot. Well, in French we say Merlot, which I prefer than the English pronunciation. But yes, and I think there is somewhere another question about cocktails. But my favorite cocktail is a Lazy Red Cheeks. It's with vodka and lime juice and violet syrup and strawberries. I love my strawberries. Not my strawberries, my raspberries. I mean raspberries. Raspberries. I love my raspberries. What's your favorite color? You know, like the water called Evian? It's like a baby blue kind of cap with a hint of lavender. That's my favorite color. Like the cap of the bottle. Oh, that is my favorite color. Absolutely. Absolutely. What musical artist do you enjoy most? So lately I have been listening a lot to Juice WRLD. He's very talented, and it's a shame he's passed. And I'm actually really a fan of BTS, the Bangtan Sonyeondan boys, South Korea, 7 guys. I really like their songs. They're just a vibe. So, and recently, actually, Juice WRLD, there was a collab between Juice WRLD and Suga from BTS, Girl of My Dreams. That is a good song, like amazing. Next question, where was I? Oh, have you read the book and or seen the show Lovecraft? I know the name, I've seen it pass in my YouTube feed as well, like with like background sounds, and it's all like very mythical and old library-ish, but that's probably not Lovecraft you're asking about. But no, I'm sorry, I haven't seen it. Who is your favorite YouTuber and who is your least favorite? I think I don't really know my least favorite, because I only watch YouTubers that I like, so I don't know. But my favorite YouTuber, ASMR. But otherwise, I really enjoy Sissel. Sissel is a vlogger, influencer. She's Danish and she lives in South Korea, and she's like vlogging her life there and how she got there and everything, like fashion and lifestyle, and she's so unique in her style. I would love to be a friend. Yeah. Have you ever traveled to the US? No, I have not, but I want to. Yeah, I want to. But I haven't been there yet. What's your goal? That's a deep question. What's my goal? My goal is just to be happy, to be able to keep doing what I love most, and not to get lost in the rat race. But mostly just be happy enjoy my time here and just spend my time with people I love most. I think that's my goal. But if you mean what's your goal, what's my goal on YouTube? Just keeping you guys happy. Coffee or tea? Tea. You give me coffee, you will see me jumping around like a frog. But I do enjoy a good latte now and then, every few months. But tea, preferably green tea, the quality type, and mint tea. Mint is always a good idea. Where would you most like to visit and why? We had a question. Do you have burritos in your country? I don't know. Probably, but I've never eaten a burrito, so I don't know. I'm so sorry if I'm hurting people right now. What is your zodiac sign? Good question. I am a Virgo. I guess that might tell you guys a lot. Hi, how many languages do you speak? English, Dutch, and... So, I speak English, I speak Dutch, I speak French, I speak some German. I'm out of practice, so... I have been learning some Korean as well. So I can present myself in Korean and I can understand things in Korean and I know some basic words. But I'm not really like a fluent speaker. Where am I from? We've been there. How old are you? Isn't that a big question? So I'll just give you half an answer and just leave a little bit of mystery left, okay? I'm a 90s baby. Do you have any siblings and do they enjoy ASMR? So I have a sister and she enjoys ASMR. Yeah. Do you share your life with any pets or humans? As of pets, I have 2 big floofs. They are holy Burmans. I have a video with them, like from a good 1.5 years ago, I think. They are called Nushka and Trilok, and they're amazing. They're just big, fluffy Furbies. That's just them in a nutshell, basically. How are you today? That's such a quiz. That is such a sweet question, actually. Today I'm great. I feel energetic, a little bit tired, but energetic and enthusiastic, and I want to do so many things today. I only have so many hours, but hey, I want to do stuff today. Do you speak your native language when you are with family, or do you all speak English together? So we just speak Dutch, me and my family, and just very seldom I would speak some French with my mom. And I have some family far away, and they only know English, so we speak English. If that makes sense. Do you have any tattoos, piercings? If so, where? I do not have any tattoos or piercings, unless you would count my 5-year-olds. And that's all I want piercing wise. But I wouldn't be afraid of getting a tattoo someday. But only one that I know I will be able to look at for the rest of my life. Nothing too big, just something small and subtle, meant for myself, not for anybody else. I'm not going to tell you too much, but maybe one day. I don't know yet. I think that's all of the questions. I think we have just been doing this for about an hour now, so going great. If you still have any additional questions, feel free to drop them below. I will make sure to link some of the names and channels that I've spoken about below. And then I think the only thing left is for you to go to sleep now, relax. I will probably upload my next video in a couple of days, so just go ahead and enjoy that. Okay. Thank you so much for being here with me. I loved all these questions. And yeah, I'm in a happy place, and I hope you are too. Okay. I wish you good night.